A submarine or sub is a watercraft capable of independent operation underwater. It differs from a submersible, which has more limited underwater capability. Citation needed. The term is also sometimes used historically or colloquially to refer to remotely operated vehicles and robots, as well as medium-sized or smaller vessels, such as the midget submarine and the wet sub. Submarines are referred to as boats rather than ships irrespective of their size. Although experimental submarines had been built earlier, submarine design took off during the 19th century, and they were adopted by several navies. They were first widely used during World War I 1914-1918 and are now used in many navies, large and small. Military uses include attacking enemy surface ships, merchant and military or other submarines, and for aircraft carrier protection, blockade running, nuclear deterrence, reconnaissance, conventional and attack, for example, using a cruise missile, and covert insertion of special forces. Civilian uses include marine science, salvage, exploration, and facility inspection and maintenance. Submarines can also be modified for specialized functions such as search and rescue missions and undersea cable repair. They are also used in tourism and undersea archaeology. Modern deep diving submarines derive from the bathyscaphe, which evolved from the diving bell. Most large submarines consist of a cylindrical body with hemispherical or conical lens and a vertical structure, usually located amidships, that houses communications and sensing devices as well as periscopes. In modern submarines, this structure is the sail in American usage and fin in European usage. A conning tower was a feature of earlier designs, a separate pressure hull above the main body of the boat that allowed the use of shorter periscopes. There is a propeller or pump jet at the rear, and various hydrodynamic control fins. Smaller, deep diving, and specialty submarines may deviate significantly from this traditional design. Submarines dive and resurface by means of diving planes and changing the amount of water and air in ballast tanks to affect their buoyancy. Submarines encompass a wide range of types and capabilities. They include small autonomous examples using navigation and one or two-person subs that operate for a few hours, to vessels that can remain submerged for 6 months, such as the Russian Typhoon class, the biggest submarines ever built. Submarines can work at greater depths than are survivable or practical for human divers. Military submarines first made a significant impact in World War I forces, such as the U-boats of Germany saw action in the First Battle of the Atlantic, and were responsible for sinking RMS Lusitania. I-201 class submarines and submarines that could carry multiple aircraft, I-400 class submarines. They were also equipped with one of the most advanced torpedoes of the conflict, the oxygen-propelled Type 95. Nevertheless, despite their technical prowess, Japan chose to use its submarines for fleet warfare, and consequently were relatively unsuccessful, as warships were fast, maneuverable, and well-defended compared to merchant ships. The submarine force was the most effective anti-ship weapon in the American arsenal. Submarines, though only about 2% of the U.S. Navy, destroyed over 30% of the Japanese Navy, including 8 aircraft carriers, 1 battleship, and 11 cruisers. U.S. submarines also destroyed over 60% of the Japanese merchant fleet, crippling Japan's ability to supply its military forces and industrial war effort. Allied submarines in the Pacific War destroyed more Japanese shipping than all other weapons combined. This feat was considerably aided by the Imperial Japanese Navy's failure to provide adequate escort forces for the nation's merchant fleet. If you like the videos, so thumbs up, subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon for more update.